Bearing in mind it's still building the website out. However, now I have a nice canvas to actually work from and make and customize my brand new website that probably took less than 30 seconds to actually build out. Okay, so this is what you're going to see when you actually see your editing canvas here. You'll have a set of different tabs that you can choose from, which I'll just quickly run through. We've got all of these different electronic devices that how it would appear on those devices. We've got desktop, laptop, we've got the tablet, landscape and horizontal, and we've got the iPhone there. So if I select them, just give you a kind of glimpse, you can see how that just changes around, and it's showing me a visual representation of how it will look like. Okay, and then we've got a complete full view right there. You've got a nice preview mode, and you do have an editing mode panel there. So anything here, you can see any of the text that I click, even the imagery, even the background container, you'll see it being highlighted. And additionally, you do see some further sections there. Even if I selected the image, you can see background image, so on and so forth. So having said that, what we'll now move on to is adding a brand new section. Okay, a brand new section. So to begin with, we have the ability to actually add any other elements that we want, or sections essentially, onto our website if we so desire. So it's actually good to go. If I simply scroll down, let me kind of show you a nice preview how it looks, and you'll see these images. They are actually nicely animated. They have that animation which you can apply to your image or your text. And what is fascinating, especially technology's complete change, or ClickSitesAI, it's gone off and it's actually it's harvested the correct images that relate to coffee. So I don't need to waste time and hours finding those images relating to coffee and worrying about license and copyright licenses and thinking about costs and things like that. It's all done for me. Now obviously I still have the ability, if I want, I can actually change images. Maybe I want to update it, find something a little bit different. I can do that. Now coming back to adding a section, if I've got the ability to change things like having a header, slider, article, photos, and there's all categories that will give you much better breakdown. I got slider, video, header, slider, articles, photos, landing, header, articles. So it's a bit more, it is filtered down. It can be a little bit more specific. So let's just say a video. Let's see what pops up. So these are different elements that I can add. Okay. Let's go back to the main header. Now say for example, in terms of this header, if I wanted to change it, can I do it? Yes, I can. I'll simply come to sections. Let's type, or let's find this one here. Okay, now what you'll notice, it has added, is added a new section here. So I'll simply select move up. I can put it up again, and there you go. It's nicely at the top of the screen. And what you also notice is that it has also transported the other elements as well. So I can simply come along here and I can take that text, right? I can take it, or I can simply move it myself up to the top, and I'll simply delete that. And I would do the same with the others. And now if I have this other section, what would I do? I would simply select it and remove that section. Okay, so even when it comes to the text, anything that you want, you have the ability to actually change it. Okay, all of this can be edited, changed around. Even when it comes to this image, we can actually change the size of the box, as you can see. So the image is much smaller and the text can be much larger. We can actually move things around. So it really gives you that unlimited ability of customization. Even with the color, we can actually add a color to this background section here, or it could be a gradient. And we could essentially do whatever we wanted, or we can simply keep it white. So in terms of a background image, you can see I can actually go ahead and I could change this if I wanted to. So I'd simply go ahead and I could actually upload my own one, or I could go to select and I could do my own uploads. As you can see, I could go to search media. So then I would go and type, for example, coffee, and it will go ahead and find me some nice coffee images. Or I could ask AI, create a coffee cup. So I can, and bearing in mind, if I go a bit more advanced, I can actually select even more instructions to the AI. But let's just go ahead and do create a coffee cup. And then what we'll do, just give it a few moments to actually generate something for us. And remember, it's going to be royalty free, something that you can use. Okay, so there we go. We've got a nice coffee cup. I could just change that, but I'm not going to do that just for the purposes of this video. Box size, let's have it a bit smaller. Okay, that's fine. And again, with these links or with these tabs, you can see these call to actions. Essentially, we can actually have a link in there. We can duplicate, or we could edit the button, add a border, add the color, what you would like it to do, changing the kind of the design of the buttons, the actions of the buttons, so and so forth. So let's just say for this one, let's go for nice green, blue, red, maybe one a bit bigger. Getting started. Okay, so you can change the font size, you can have it upper, lowercase. Do you want it to be dark, light, current? Change the color of it as you hover across. So there's a huge amount of flexibility when it comes to that design element and how you want it to appear. And you'll see other aspects of what you want to do with the content. For example, once I select, you'll see font settings. I can change the font. I can, let's just change it, just kind of for demonstration purposes. Let's go for righteous. There we go. And you could play with it as much as you wanted to find the right kind of font. Okay, for the style of the page that you're looking for. And you've got paragraph settings as well. So there's a nice paragraph there as well. So coming back to sections, can you add more than one section? Yes, you can. I could even add a slider. So say, for example, I want to add this kind of slider here. Simply, all I would do, I would just click it, and you can see it is there. And each image, then I could change it and put another coffee cup there, or maybe a testimonial. It doesn't matter. I just want to show how versatile this is and how quickly you can actually add this. And if I just select the entire background of this, you can see it's come back white. I could change the gradient here. This one I could leave as is, or I could change that as well. Okay, different colors. It's up to me how much I want to customize those sections, and even having articles there if I wanted to, photos. So you know, if I wanted 3 list of photos, so it could be our work. And that's it. It's just a simple click and it is added into the website. If I don't want, I can simply just remove it like so. And that's it. So that is just covering sections, okay?